I have over 900,000 Facebook fans. I have over a few 100,000 Twitter followers. I have over 1 million people reading my blog every single month. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to teach you how to be popular on the social web. These days, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's channels everywhere. And you know what? They're crowded. Everyone's already on them. So how are you gonna stand out and become famous? And I know you were like, no, I don't care to be famous. But yes, you really do. And it is overrated. I'm not that famous, but enough people know about me and I can generate millions of dollars because of my personal brand. And you know what? It's not that hard. You can do the same too. But if you don't watch this whole video and follow all of these steps, you won't be Insta famous or you won't be Facebook famous. So here's the first thing you need to know. You have to be consistent. I don't care if you're producing content like blog posts or videos or podcasts, you have to be consistent. And I'm not talking about being consistent by like publishing one article a week or one video a week. I'm talking about doing this for years and years. People like me, Gary Vaynerchuk, Seth Godin, Guy Kawasaki, Tim Ferriss, we didn't build our brands overnight. Sure, a lot of those guys are way more famous than me, and you know what? They've been doing this a lot longer. So what does that tell you? You have to be doing this consistently. People look at Gary Vaynerchuk. Does he do an amazing job? Of course he does. But it didn't start with VaynerMedia and Gary Vaynerchuk. It started with Wine Library. He was getting on Conan O'Brien, putting socks in Conan's mouth and being like, look, this wine tastes like dirt and socks. Try it, Conan. And then he would try it and then be like, oh, cool. Gary built up his brand over the last 10 years. It didn't happen overnight. I built up my brand over the last 10 years. It didn't happen overnight. Guy Kawasaki started off as Apple's evangelist back in the day. Again, it didn't happen overnight. So you need to be consistent. The second thing you need to do is leverage different media types. You can try video, you can try blogging, you can try podcasting, but you have to be everywhere. Some people prefer videos. Some people want to listen while they drive. Some people want to read because it's quicker and easier for them to digest. And I didn't believe this before. I used to only blog. And when I only blogged, a lot of people would be like, Neil, can you write shorter blog posts? They're too long. And I was like, well, if I write shorter blog posts, I'm not going to get much Google traffic, so that's not going to work. But then my buddy Eric was like, Neil, we should produce a podcast. And we started creating one called Marketing School, and it gets over 500,000 listens each and every single month. And now people are telling me, oh, I love Marketing School. I can listen to it while I'm driving to work, and I can get my daily dose of marketing advice without reading your content. It's so much better for me. And I was like, oh, this sucks. You're not going to read the content? And they're like, well, I don't have that much time, and the audio is way easier. And then I started creating videos like the one you're watching. And people are like, oh, I love the videos. It's so much easier. I can see the tips on the screen, easier to follow along, and it's way more actionable. It's much better than the blog content, and I prefer it over the audio because I want more actionable tips. The point I'm trying to make is every single person is different. You need to create different content types so you can appeal to everyone. The next tip I have for you is engage with your community. When you leave a comment, I respond. Don't believe me? Leave a comment right now with a question, and I bet you I'll respond. That's how engaged I am. I care about you. If you don't care about other people and you're not willing to help them out, don't expect to build a brand and a community of people who are willing to follow you. It's all about reciprocating. I truly enjoy helping other people, and you should too. If you don't enjoy what you're doing and you don't care for others, then don't do it. Don't be that fake person. Truly care for what you're doing. It really matters because it shows in the quality of your work. When I respond to someone and they say thanks, of course, I'm going to respond back with a short comment like thanks. But I still respond to let them know I'm here listening to them. But when they ask a really detailed question, I'm here with the detailed response. Why? Because a short response shows I don't care and it won't help them. Really care and engage and respond. The last tip I have for you is meet people in person. If you notice with people like me, Tim Ferriss, Gary Vaynerchuk, we go to conferences, we network, we speak at events. And when you're first starting out and you want to speak at an event, they're not going to pay you. That's okay. They may not accept you. That's okay. But if you apply, it's a numbers game. It's just like dating. If you hit on 20 girls or 20 guys, what's going to happen? Eventually, one will say yes. The same thing goes with conferences. If you hit enough up and you apply, eventually someone will say yes. And you're probably not going to be great at speaking at first, and that's okay. But eventually you'll get good at it. So when you meet people in person, you're doing the networking, you're responding to people, you're being consistent, you're leveraging multiple media platforms, you'll build up a brand. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen in 6 months. It won't happen in a year. Within a year, you'll see results, but it takes a good 5 to 10 years to really blow up, unless you're willing to do something crazy like a sex tape with a celebrity, and I don't recommend that. Or pose nude, and if you want to do that and that floats your boat, go and do that. But again, if you're trying to build a brand in the corporate world, I don't recommend that. Again, do whatever you want, but to build a credible, respectable brand, it takes 5 to 10 years. You're not going to be an overnight success unless your company is an overnight success, which is rare. So if this video helped you, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and I'm here. I'll see you in the next video, and I look forward to helping you grow.